Welcome to our unique journey through time as we explore the secrets and wonders of the ancient pharaonic civilization in Egypt. In this video, we will take you on a tour of some of the most iconic archaeological and tourist sites, from the magnificent pyramids to the grand temples, uncovering the magic of this civilization that has fascinated the world.
Karnak Temple. Our journey begins at the Karnak Temple, the largest religious complex in ancient Egypt. Located in Luxor, this temple is famous for its massive columns and unique inscriptions that tell the stories of gods and pharaohs. This architectural marvel showcases the power and grandeur of the ancient Egyptian rulers. Luxor Temple. Next, we visit the Luxor Temple, not far from Karnak. Dedicated to the god Amun-Ra, this temple is one of Egypt's most prominent tourist attractions. You can see the famous obelisk and the colossal statues adorning its entrance.
The Pyramids and the Great Sphinx of Giza. Wonders of Ancient Egypt. Overview and location. The Pyramids of Giza, located on the Giza Plateau near Cairo, Egypt, are among the most iconic and enduring symbols of ancient Egypt. This archaeological site includes three major pyramids: the Great Pyramid of Khufu, the Pyramid of Khafre, and the Pyramid of Menkaure. Nearby, the Great Sphinx, a colossal limestone statue with the body of a lion and the head of a pharaoh, stands as a guardian to these monumental structures. The Great Pyramid of Khufu. The Great Pyramid, also known as the Pyramid of Cheops, is the largest and oldest of the three pyramids. It was constructed around 2580 BCE during the 4th dynasty for Pharaoh Khufu, Cheops in Greek. Originally standing at 146.6 meters, 481 feet, it was the tallest man-made structure in the world for over 3,800 years. The Great Pyramid is a masterpiece of engineering and precision. It consists of approximately 2.3 million limestone blocks, each weighing an average of 2.5 tons. The interior of the pyramid includes a series of chambers and passageways, including the King's Chamber, which houses the sarcophagus of Khufu. The pyramid's precise alignment with the cardinal points and its nearly perfect geometric proportions continue to astonish historians and engineers. The Pyramid of Khafre. The Pyramid of Khafre, built for Pharaoh Khafre, the son of Khufu, is slightly smaller than the Great Pyramid, but appears taller due to its elevated position on the Giza Plateau. It originally stood at 143.5 meters, 471 feet. The pyramid is notable for its surviving casing stones at the apex, which provide a glimpse of the original smooth limestone surface that once covered all the pyramids. Khafre's pyramid complex also includes the Great Sphinx, which is believed to represent Khafre himself. The Sphinx is carved from a single limestone ridge and stands at 20 meters, 66 feet high, and 73 meters, 240 feet long. The combination of the pyramid and the Sphinx symbolizes Khafre's power and divine status. The Pyramid of Menkaure. The Pyramid of Menkaure, the smallest of the three, was constructed for Pharaoh Menkaure. Originally standing at 65 meters, 213 feet, it is distinguished by the remains of its outer casing of red granite. Menkaure's pyramid complex includes three smaller subsidiary pyramids, often referred to as the Queen's Pyramids. Construction and purpose. The construction of the pyramids involved an immense workforce, possibly consisting of skilled laborers, craftsmen, and seasonal workers. While the exact methods used in building these structures remain a topic of research and debate, it is believed that a combination of ramps, levers, and manual labor was employed. The primary purpose of the pyramids was to serve as tombs for the pharaohs, ensuring their transition to the afterlife. The pyramids were part of larger complexes that included temples, causeways, and smaller pyramids, all designed to support the king's journey and provide offerings to the gods. The Great Sphinx. The Great Sphinx, with its enigmatic expression, is one of the most iconic monuments of ancient Egypt. The Sphinx is believed to represent the pharaoh Khafre and symbolizes strength and wisdom. The exact date of its construction is still debated, but it is generally attributed to Khafra's reign. The Sphinx has undergone numerous restoration efforts over the millennia due to erosion and vandalism. It remains a symbol of mystery and grandeur, capturing the imagination of people around the world. Cultural and historical significance. The Pyramids of Giza and the Great Sphinx are not only architectural marvels, but also hold deep cultural and religious significance. They reflect the ancient Egyptians' beliefs in the afterlife, their mastery of art and engineering, and the central role of the pharaoh as both a political and divine figure. These monuments have been the subject of extensive study and exploration, providing invaluable insights into ancient Egyptian civilization. They continue to be a major tourist attraction and a symbol of Egypt's rich heritage. Preservation and modern challenges. Preserving the pyramids and the Sphinx is a continuous challenge due to natural erosion, urban encroachment, and tourism. Efforts are being made by the Egyptian government and international organizations to protect and maintain these ancient structures, ensuring their survival for future generations. The Pyramids of Giza and the Great Sphinx remain one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world and a UNESCO World Heritage Site, drawing millions of visitors each year who come to marvel at their grandeur and historical importance.
Valley of the Kings, the royal necropolis of ancient Egypt. Overview and location. The Valley of the Kings is one of the most famous archaeological sites in the world, located on the west bank of the Nile River near Luxor, Egypt. This valley served as the primary burial ground for the pharaohs and powerful nobles of the New Kingdom period. Approximately 1550–1070 BCE, the valley is divided into the East Valley, which contains the majority of the tombs, and the West Valley, which houses a few additional tombs. History and purpose. The Valley of the Kings was chosen as the royal necropolis due to its remote and concealed location, intended to protect the tombs and their treasures from grave robbers. The valley contains over 60 tombs, including those of famous pharaohs such as Tutankhamun, Ramses II, Seti I, and Thutmose III. The tombs were cut into the limestone cliffs, varying in size and complexity, with some extending deep into the rock. The primary purpose of the Valley of the Kings was to provide a secure resting place for the deceased pharaohs, where they could be protected and worshipped in the afterlife. The tombs were equipped with elaborate burial chambers, intricate wall decorations, and a wealth of treasures, all designed to ensure the king's safe journey to the afterlife and his rebirth with the gods. Tomb architecture and decoration. The tombs in the Valley of the Kings are renowned for their intricate and vibrant wall paintings and reliefs, which depict various aspects of ancient Egyptian mythology and the journey to the afterlife. These artworks include scenes from the Book of the Dead, Amduat, and Book of Gates, illustrating the deceased's passage through the underworld and their ultimate union with the gods. The architecture of the tombs varies, but many follow a similar plan. An entrance corridor leading to a series of descending corridors and chambers, ending in the burial chamber where the pharaoh's sarcophagus was placed. The walls of these tombs are often adorned with texts and images meant to guide and protect the pharaoh on his journey to the afterlife. Significant discoveries. One of the most famous discoveries in the Valley of the Kings is the tomb of Tutankhamun, KV62, discovered in 1922 by British archaeologist Howard Carter. This tomb is particularly significant because it was found largely intact, containing a wealth of artifacts, including the iconic golden death mask of the young pharaoh. The discovery provided unprecedented insight into the wealth and artistry of the ancient Egyptians. Other notable tombs include that of Seti I, KV17, known for its extensive and beautifully preserved wall reliefs, and the tomb of Ramses II, KV7, one of the most powerful and celebrated pharaohs of Egypt. Modern challenges and conservation. The Valley of the Kings faces numerous challenges related to preservation, the tombs have been affected by natural processes such as flooding, erosion, and the impact of tourists. The increase in humidity and carbon dioxide levels due to tourism can damage the fragile wall paintings. Efforts are ongoing to preserve the valley's invaluable heritage. The Egyptian government, along with international organizations, has implemented various measures, including the installation of ventilation systems, limiting tourist access to certain tombs, and using replicas to reduce wear on the original sites. Cultural and historical significance. The Valley of the Kings is not only a burial ground, but also a vital source of knowledge about ancient Egyptian culture, religion, and art. The tombs provide a detailed account of the religious beliefs and practices of the time, as well as the grandeur and power of the pharaohs. Today, the Valley of the Kings is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a major tourist attraction, offering visitors a glimpse into the rich history and artistry of ancient Egypt. It continues to be a focal point for archaeological research and conservation efforts, ensuring that the legacy of the ancient Egyptian civilization remains preserved for future generations.
Hatshepsut, the trailblazing pharaoh queen, early life and royal lineage. Hatshepsut was one of the most prominent queens in ancient Egyptian history, born as the eldest daughter of Pharaoh Thutmose I and Queen Ahmose. She belonged to the 18th dynasty, a period marked by great prosperity in Egypt. Initially, Hatshepsut served as a regent for her stepson, Thutmose III, but soon declared herself pharaoh and took on full authority. Ascension to the throne. After the death of her father, Thutmose I, her half-brother and husband, Thutmose II, ascended to the throne. Upon his death, the young Thutmose III was named pharaoh, with Hatshepsut acting as regent. However, she quickly assumed the role of pharaoh herself, adopting all the royal titles, including the traditionally male title, Son of Ra. Achievements and architectural projects. Hatshepsut is renowned for her extensive building projects, particularly her magnificent mortuary temple at Deir el-Bahari near Luxor. This temple, known as the Temple of Hatshepsut, is an architectural masterpiece that blends seamlessly with the natural landscape. The temple features multiple terraces and reliefs that depict Hatshepsut as a powerful and stable ruler. Hatshepsut also expanded Egypt's trade networks, famously dispatching a trade expedition to the land of Punt, believed to be in the region of modern-day Somalia. These expeditions brought immense wealth to Egypt, including gold, ivory, incense, and exotic animals. Identity and gender. Hatshepsut was unique in being one of the few female pharaohs in Egyptian history. In many of her inscriptions and depictions, she is portrayed in the traditional regalia of male pharaohs, including the false beard. This depiction was likely an effort to legitimize her rule and protect her authority in a predominantly patriarchal society. End of her reign and legacy. After her death, many of Hatshepsut's monuments and statues were defaced or destroyed, and her name was erased from royal records, acts likely ordered by Thutmose III. This deliberate erasure was an attempt to remove her from the historical record, perhaps due to political motivations or a desire to restore traditional male succession. Despite these efforts, many of her achievements and monuments survived, providing lasting testimony to her unique reign. Legacy. Hatshepsut is remembered as one of the greatest female rulers in history. Her contributions to architecture, trade, and governance continue to be studied and admired. Her temple at Deir el-Bahari stands as one of the most beautiful monuments in Egypt, showcasing her prowess and courage as a ruler. Additionally, her story serves as a symbol of resilience, determination, and success in the face of cultural and societal challenges. Hatshepsut's legacy endures as a powerful testament to the potential of women leaders, even in the most challenging and complex times.
Abu Simbel Temples, a marvel of ancient Egypt, overview and location. The Abu Simbel temples are two massive rock temples located in Nubia, southern Egypt, near the border with Sudan. Carved into a mountainside on the west bank of the Nile, these temples were originally constructed during the reign of Pharaoh Ramses II in the 13th century BCE. They were dedicated to the gods Amun, Ra-Horakhti, and Ptah, as well as to Ramses II himself, who's depicted in the larger temple. Construction and design. The larger of the two temples, often referred to as the Great Temple, is dedicated to Ramses II and features 4 colossal statues of the pharaoh seated on his throne, each standing about 20 meters, 66 feet high. These statues are flanked by smaller figures representing his family members, including his wife Nefertari and their children. The interior of the Great Temple consists of a series of halls and chambers, all adorned with detailed reliefs and inscriptions that depict Ramses II's military victories, his divine status, and various deities. One of the most remarkable features of the temple is the alignment of its axis. Twice a year, on February 22nd and October 22nd, the first rays of the morning sun penetrate the temple's sanctuary, illuminating the statues of Ramses and the gods seated within. This phenomenon, known as the solar alignment, is a testament to the advanced astronomical knowledge of the ancient Egyptians. The smaller temple at Abu Simbel, known as the Temple of Hathor and Nefertari, is dedicated to the goddess Hathor and Ramses II's beloved wife, Queen Nefertari. This temple is unique in that it features statues of the queen that are nearly the same size as those of the pharaoh, a rare honor that underscores her significance. Relocation and preservation. The Abu Simbel temples are famous not only for their grandeur and historical significance, but also for the remarkable engineering feat of relocating them. In the 1960s, due to the construction of the Aswan High Dam and the subsequent creation of Lake Nasser, the temples faced submersion. An international campaign, led by UNESCO, was launched to save these invaluable monuments. Between 1964 and 1968, the temples were carefully cut into large blocks, dismantled, and reassembled on an artificial hill made of a concrete dome structure above the original cliff. This relocation effort, involving cutting and moving more than 20,000 tons of rock, was a monumental achievement in the preservation of cultural heritage. Cultural and historical significance. The Abu Simbel temples are not only architectural marvels, but also serve as a lasting testament to the power and legacy of Ramses II, one of Egypt's greatest pharaohs. They reflect the grandeur of Egyptian art and architecture, and are key to understanding the religious and cultural dynamics of ancient Egypt. The detailed carvings and inscriptions provide valuable insights into the political, religious, and social aspects of the time. Today, the temples of Abu Simbel are a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a major tourist attraction, drawing visitors from around the world to marvel at their magnificence. They continue to stand as a symbol of human ingenuity, both ancient and modern, and the enduring legacy of one of history's most remarkable civilizations.
Com Ombo is also notable for the discovery of ancient medical instruments, highlighting the advanced knowledge of ancient Egyptian medicine. Dendera Temple. We conclude our tour with a visit to the Dendera Temple in Cana. Dedicated to the goddess Hathor, this temple is famous for its stunning ceiling reliefs, which include an astronomical depiction of the sky. The vibrant colors of the original paintings are still visible in many parts of the temple. Conclusion. This was a comprehensive tour of some of the most remarkable archaeological discoveries and temples in Egypt. We have enjoyed witnessing the architectural and artistic wonders that highlight the grandeur of the pharaonic civilization. If you enjoyed this historical journey and want more such content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more exciting explorations.
The Philae Temple, located on Ajilkia Island in Aswan, Egypt, is a historical monument dedicated to the goddess Isis. The following facts provide a comprehensive insight into its significance and history. First, the temple complex originally stood on Philae Island, but was relocated to Ajilkia Island in the 1960s to save it from the rising waters of the Nile due to the construction of the Aswan High Dam. Second, Philae Temple is part of a group of temples known as the Nubian Monuments, which were collectively declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1979. Third, the main temple structure is adorned with reliefs depicting the myth of Osiris and Isis, emphasizing its dedication to the goddess. Fourth, the temple also contains smaller chapels and sanctuaries dedicated to other deities including Hathor and Horus. Fifth, it served as a major pilgrimage site for the worshippers of Isis until well into the Roman period. Sixth, the Kiosk of Trajan, an unfinished Roman structure, is among the most picturesque parts of the temple complex, often featured in tourist photography. Seventh, during the Christian era, Philae Temple was converted into a church, and many of its ancient reliefs were defaced as a result of iconoclasm. Eighth, the temple complex includes a large first pylon, which serves as the impressive entrance marked by two granite lions. Ninth, hieroglyphic inscriptions on the walls of the temple provide invaluable information about ancient Egyptian religious practices and daily life. 10th, the sound and light show at Philae Temple offers a dramatic retelling of its history, attracting numerous visitors each evening to witness this spectacle framed against the backdrop of the Nile. These facts collectively highlight the historical, religious, and cultural significance of Philae Temple.
This was a comprehensive tour of some of the most remarkable archaeological discoveries and temples in Egypt. We have enjoyed witnessing the architectural and artistic wonders that highlight the grandeur of the pharaonic civilization. If you enjoyed this historical journey and want more such content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more exciting explorations.